All right, everybody, we are into April. We're about 2 weeks into April, and it's a great spot to look back on and review quarter one and what's kind of going on in the market in quarter one. What I like about being a week or so into April is that most real estate closings are about 30 to 45 days. So pretty much every property that had an offer on it that closed in quarter one is now closed. We can look at the prices, we can look at how many sold, and kind of review all the data. So let's go back and take a look at quarter one 2024. So the first thing you might be wondering is like, what areas am I covering? And I didn't just do all of Massachusetts because we wanted to try to get as specific with data as possible. So I drew a little ring. I don't even know if you can see it here, but I drew it around Boston, Metro West, and the shores. So I feel like, you know, it's hard because every market is super hyper local, and it's important to really dive into the market that you are looking into or interested in. But I think when it comes to appreciation in the state overall, we see similarities. It's pretty uncommon that you see like Boston depreciating and maybe like Quincy appreciating. So I think we're gonna see kind of a consistent flow in data, but let's look at some of the data now. So if I just throw a bunch of these numbers at you, they probably aren't gonna mean much. So I think it's important to compare them to past years and kind of see how the numbers stand up inventory-wise. So we're gonna go all the way back to 2022. Just look at the last 2 years compared to this year. So in quarter one of 2022, there was 14,059 total units sold. Now that includes single families and condos, and 9,358 were single families and 4,681 were condos. So definitely more single families. We have the suburbs roped into that group, but in total, 14,059 transactions. Now let's jump to 2023, last year. Last year there were 11,056 transactions. So a little bit down from the prior year. Again, single families standing out, almost double, 7,360 single families, and condos a little bit over 3,000. Now it's time for Q1 2024 to see how it stacks up to the prior 2 years. 10,664 total sales. So it's definitely been trending downwards. I think that a lot of people locked into great rates in the last 5 years. They are a little bit better now than they were in November and December, and it looks like they're gonna continue to go in a good direction for consumers, but it looks like inventory is still down. I wanna check out some of these stats. So now let's jump into pricing and see what has happened to prices in the last 3 years. And it's real estate, so you know, things are typically trending up. Let's dive in and take a look. In 2022, we'll break down single families and condos. The average price for single family in 2022 was $647, and for a condo, it was $616. So last year, prices trended up a little bit from 2022. So last year, the average single family in the Boston suburbs area was $689, and condos were right at $653. And with the low inventory and rates getting a little better, things have trended upwards at a strong pace this year in quarter one. The average single family home this year has been at $746, and condos at $695. So we've just continued to see real estate stay strong as always, continue to trend up as always. It's a good asset, it's a safe asset, it's a strong asset. Even when rates have been really bad, real estate has still done really well, and when they're low, even better. Two last things before we wrap up today. I'm just gonna leave you with this data. I don't wanna throw too much at you today. I feel like too much information is a little overwhelming, so just wanted to get a sense of what's going on in the market, how much is moving right now, and where prices are at. But definitely, first off, like and subscribe. If you subscribe, it helps the channel. It helps get you better content out there from me. And lastly, I want to be able to give you a little bit more in-depth market report. And it's great to see a wide view of what's going on in the market in Massachusetts, but the best thing for you, if you're looking in a specific area, is to know hyper-locally what's happening in that area, and really to look at more of a 5-year report, more of a holistic report. So one of the things I would love to send your way is what we call a 5-year review. So here's an example for Boston. It's gonna go back all the way to 2020 compared to 2024, and it really gives you a more holistic view of where things are trending. So we can see listed units in Boston is actually up from 2020, but in the last 4 years, it's been relatively consistent. And this is how many units are listed today, right now today, compared to all these past 4 years. So we can see average days on market is definitely trending a bit down. We can see the average list price. I mean, this is real estate. The average list price has gone up considerably. The average list price per square foot has gone up. So if we go down here to sold year to date, we can see that the amount of sold units is trending a little bit more on the downside compared to the last couple of years. We can see the average days on market is shorter. We can see that the average days to offer is about on par, in line, and this is real estate, so we can see that the average sale price has gone up considerably from last year, and the price per square foot has gone up. Now, I'm sure as you look over this market review for Boston, some of this data is probably surprising to you or interesting to you. And for your town, this is helpful information. So you don't even have to be looking to buy, looking to move, anything like that. If you just want to get a sense of the market, just like you would the stock market, just DM me the name of your town or put it in the comments below, and we will send you a 5-year market review for the town of your choice. Hope this is helpful, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll have another awesome video out to you next week. Have a good week.